The boy saw his dad hadn't finished his yogurt, so he reached out to grab it, but his dad snatched it away and warned him never to touch anything he had eaten. What the boy didn't know was that his dad was actually trying to protect him. John was just an ordinary window cleaner, but not long ago, he was diagnosed with a terminal illness. He had less than 3 months left to live. His son was only 3. John couldn't bring himself to tell him the truth, so he pretended everything was fine and kept taking care of him like usual. Every night, he waited until his son was asleep before quietly taking his medicine. He knew he didn't have much time right now. The most important thing was to find an adoptive family for his son. They visited a beautiful estate. The couple there seemed kind and easygoing, and they were well off. John was very pleased. If his son could grow up here, he would definitely live a happy and healthy life. But then the man said something that made John change his mind.
Of course we can afford the best education for our son.
Turns out they had a child of their own, and one day they might treat the 2 kids differently. John couldn't take that risk. Later on the bridge, he asked his son if he'd like to live with a new family. Without even thinking, the boy answered,
"I like him."
John fell silent. He went back to the agency, still searching for the right family. A staff member suggested he make a time capsule so his son could have something to remember him by when he grew up. John flat out refused.
Parents were. Why does he have to know he was adopted? We will find him a family that will be his family, his only family. He won't even have to remember how useless his parents were. His mother leaves him and then his father dies. I mean, that'll definitely fuck him up.
But as he talked, his voice began to tremble. So back home he acted like nothing was wrong. He took his son to the park and tried to show him as much of the world as he could. But every time he saw other fathers walking alongside their kids, they tore him up inside. How was he supposed to tell his son that he was going to die soon? Suddenly, the boy saw a dead beetle under a tree and innocently asked John why it wasn't moving. John told him plainly that all living things in this world grow old and die. Their souls leave their bodies, and the bodies slowly rot away until nothing's left. But the boy still didn't understand. John was cleaning windows at a wealthy man's house when an accident happened unexpectedly.